John Bellion is in Columbus, my favorite artist of all time, so I'm really excited to see him. But I was trying to get somebody to come with me, and guys, she said no. I got rejected. Got turned down.
I dreamt I slept on the sidewalk, but you still laid with me.
Oh my God. I ended up in North Carolina. What? This is the best day of my life.
Still the only thing that I've done right.
Honey, I'm home. I would like to introduce everyone to my roommate.
Are we on?
This is just
Are
the
we on?
test. This is the test.
Are we on? Are we?
What?
On.
On what?
I said I'm on one.
Camera.
It's right there.
Recording.
No.
Okay.
The first ever couples Q&A. So we asked Instagram what they wanted to know, and we already knew the first question. So we're just gonna get straight into it. How did we meet? There's a short answer, and there's a long answer. We're gonna give them both.
Your story's better.
Short answer, Tinder. Just kidding, just kidding. So, short answer is work. Megan and I used to work for the same company, and that is how I met her. There's a little bit more to the story, which I don't know how much we should get into, but let's just high level.
You've told this story before. On one of your videos.
Not too much. So Megan and I met years and years ago, it feels like. So without getting into too much detail, my corporate headquarters was in Cincinnati, Ohio. She worked for the same company, but in a different division at a different location, obviously, in North Carolina. We worked together on like financial analysis, stuff like that. So we worked pretty closely together. And then one day she had come to corporate for a manager's meeting, and that is the first time I met her. And I vividly remember right after that day that I met her, I went home and I called my best friend Josh and I was like, hey man, just wanna let you know, I met this girl, I'm gonna marry her. And that was, I remember that, I was sitting on my black couch. Remember that big ugly black couch I had?
Yeah.
Yep, so I decided right then and there I was gonna marry this girl. And a little bit of time went on and I kinda kept getting braver and braver to, you know, whatever, express myself.
I friended you on Facebook.
On Facebook.
On Facebook.
Yeah, that tells you how long ago this was. When Facebook was even a
I
thing.
actually made the first move.
She did not make the first move because what ultimately ended up happening is she rejected my life for at least like a year and a half to 2 years before I made any kind of progress. I would try and she would shoot me down, and it was just this ongoing cycle where, are you denying this? Are you denying this right now? No, it's 100% accurate. So, long story short, ultimately, we finally got to this point, but not without a lot of trying on my part. I've never worked so hard on anything than trying to get Megan to date me. Nothing in my life. I mean, I've worked hard at a lot of areas of life, but getting Megan to date me was the hardest thing I've ever done. But ultimately, she decided to stop.
Your best friend who convinced me.
Yeah, as you guys saw in the beginning of the video, that was the first time I ever got Megan to visit me after probably over a year of asking. And I didn't even get it. It was my going away party, and my best friend Josh convinced her to come to my going away party, and that was the first time we had really hung out. And that's, I guess, when it all began for real. But up until that point, we talked every day. So it was almost like we were dating, but you just wouldn't hang out with me.
Alright.
Interesting.
Can we cut now? Cut.
Alright, so let's get into some of these other questions. What are Megan's thoughts on PES? Have you made her the poverty brownie yet?
Yes.
And?
I like the high volume,
Okay.
alphamine,
Got it.
cotton candy,
Of course. But what are your
and the
thoughts on
protein bars.
the
poverty
the
brownie?
fudge brownie protein bars? The best.
Yeah, the poverty brownie's good, but it's too big. Like, I need you to make like a quarter size for me. But it is good. It's very good.
Megan
You guys
also has the
should make it.
appetite of an ant, so keep that in mind. How often does she have to tell you no camera in public? She doesn't tell me explicitly, but she gives me the look like, if there's like anyone around, she's like,
I'm getting used to it.
you have to understand.
Slowly but surely. I take everything slow.
You have to understand how weird it is to carry this big camera in public and talk to it. Guys, we're almost 30 years old, okay? It's a little bit strange, so I can understand her concerns.
I think I like to see people's faces because they're trying to figure out who you are, but they don't really know.
They think that I'm special.
Yeah, and sometimes you get special treatment.
That is true, especially when they think we're Yelp reviewers. I like this one. Who is the craziest? Be honest.
Oh, it's me.
100%.
It's definitely me.
100%. Just wanna cut.
But I'm not that crazy.
I always tell Megan that relative to me, she's crazy. Relative to every other female I've met in my entire life, she doesn't have 1 ounce of craziness in her. So that's kind of where I leave it.
All right, I'll take it.
What's the first thing that makes your heart flutter when you think of her? I guess that's just for me. I would say her genuineness as a person. She's just a very good person. She actually cares about other people more than she cares about herself, which is very, very hard to find these days. So that would be the one thing. Aww.
Answer this one. Top 5 rappers at the moment.
Top 5 rappers, go.
No, you.
Go.
Well, I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I'm like an 80-year-old.
Who were you listening to the other day? What are you listening to?
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, he's okay.
Oh, Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates. She does not get tired. Oh, look at Alex.
Oh, hi, Alex.
How many times a day do you two cuddle?
So we're up to you every waking second.
It'd be all day, every day.
Yeah.
I'm a cuddler.
Yeah. I don't know.
Not enough. Not enough is the answer. In what ways do you challenge each other? That's a good one.
You've made me think about time and like how many hours are in a day and making the most of like what you do when you wake up to what you do when you go to sleep more than I probably had before.
Okay. She challenges me to be a good person. Megan checks me so often, you guys don't even realize. Like if I say something, she will take like the other person's side and like
keep him humble.
Yeah, she does. She keeps me humble. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. How does Megan feel about your 3:57 a.m. alarm?
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
It's been fine so far. One time last week I got up at 4.
Yeah, she did. She went to the gym with me at 4 a.m.
And then I didn't do it again.
No. So, 1 out of 5, that's not bad. A song that we share. Do we have that?
I feel like conversations with my wife.
I dreamt I slept on the sidewalk, but you still laid with me.
When we first started talking, whatever that means, I would use any excuse I could to talk to her. So we had a very similar music taste, so every Friday when new music or release radar would come out, I would scour it like 4 in the morning just so I could Snapchat her a song like, hey, go listen to this. And it was like my way in.
It was good. It was good.
Let's go off on a tangent of our own Q&A.
Okay.
What recommendation do you have for the guys out there that are wanting to talk to a girl, but they don't want to be creepy?
I feel like you knew that I was somewhat interested in you, and then you found a common ground. So like when we talked about music, and then you knew that I liked Quinn, then I feel like you could use that as a way to
initiate conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was more just finding mutual interest.
Yeah. Find a mutual interest if there is one.
Yeah. And like in hindsight, I could tell that I can say now there were signs that she liked me, because why else would someone like talk to you every day?
Yeah.
But at the time, it was very frustrating because I was just like, well, let's hang out. I'll come there. You come here. Like I invited her to a John Bellion concert.
Well, like, you're like a normal person though. I mean, that's normal. That's not creepy.
Yeah.
I'm just overly cautious and reserved and.
Yeah. Took a while.
Yeah.
But it was worth it.
Yeah.
I literally tried for at least 2 years, right?
I know. Yeah.
I like this one. What did you see in each other that helped you stay together while long distance?
You were really good at communication, long distance, and I probably am not at all. So that helped a ton.
Yeah, I think long distance is tricky. You kind of have to overcompensate for your distance by over communicating. And like my choices were dictated by like keeping the relationship first, like moving to a new city, going to Austin, Texas. You guys didn't see me like going out at night and going to the bars all night because I didn't want her, even wondering or thinking anything was going on there. So like my actions were all centered around like making the relationship work first. So that would be my biggest recommendation with long distance.
But not saying like that you can't do anything just because.
No, not at all. But it was just like that probably, if I was like going out every weekend and like hanging out at bars.
I would probably at some point wonder.
Right, because
what
I mean.
your intentions are
for example, for us, like a normal Friday night would be like FaceTiming or talking on the phone.
Yeah.
So it's just like a different kind of interaction, which it's not ideal, right? I mean, we much would have rather been going to Chewy's and drinking margaritas, but it's just those decisions that you make and understanding that long distance is just temporary. Oh, Greg the man. So Greg edits every food video that you guys see for me. Make sure to give him a follow, GregTheFilmGuy. What's your favorite part about being roommates? Yeah, like when you're coming from a long distance relationship, the best part is just being able to hang out.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, consider that most of the time for us to hang out at all, we have to get on an airplane and fly thousands of miles. So for me, the best part is just normal things like getting to eat dinner together.
Yeah, I like cooking dinner.
Yeah.
So far, I've liked hanging out with you on the weekend.
She said so far. This is a good one. What is the one thing about you that irritates her and vice versa?
When we wake up and you're talking like we've been awake for 8 hours. Hey, when are you getting up?
I'm always on.
I mean, it's like the second you wake up.
Yeah, I'm just there.
Like, hold on, I gotta take a minute.
Yep.
That's fine. What about you?
That irritates me about...
You don't like when I'm on, like, so when I have something in my head that I want to do.
Yeah, like you can't break her focus. Like if I come home and I want to tell her something, but she's like cleaning, nope, don't bother her. She's on a mission. When she is on a mission, she is on a mission, and there's no getting her off that.
It's not just cleaning though. That was when I was doing my 6 things a day.
Oh yeah.
The Ivy League method.
Yeah, so she is very productive and had 6 things she had to get done that day. And
And it was already 7:30.
Yeah, by the time she got home from work, so yeah. What made you pick Raleigh?
Me or you? You. I've been here. I have been here since college. I went to NC State.
And she's from North Carolina, like an hour away from here. So that's what made us pick Raleigh, so we can be close to KK. Who's the real rich homie?
You.
Yeah. Who has better dance moves? Me, for sure. Did Travis's documenting of his life through YouTube make you nervous to date him?
No, I never had that thought.
We're gonna save the conversation that we once had about the eating challenges for a clickbait title.
Okay.
So don't say that.
Okay. No, I liked watching his videos though. When.
Do you think that YouTube helped our long distance relationship?
No, I think that it helped me get to know you more.
Yeah, I got you.
When we were
talking.
Yeah, if you want to call it that.
So we got a lot of questions about how living together would affect my routine. As most of you guys know, I'm very regimented. I'm kind of stuck in my ways a little bit. So far, we've only been living together for 3 weeks, but I will say it's actually helped my routine because Megan does a lot of things to help me out a lot. A lot of things you guys don't see because you guys know I'm going through a lot of things with my dad that she is instrumental in. She takes care of all like the paperwork, the things that I'm just not organized enough to do. So I can't even put a number on like the amount of hours that she has helped me with that, in addition to just things around here. She like makes this place look all amazing. And so like I'm like editing videos and she's like putting together a bookcase and decorating and doing my laundry and doing the dishes. So I would say, if anything, it's allowed me to put more time and effort into YouTube as well as work. So I definitely appreciate you.
Oh, I appreciate you.
But yeah, I feel like we work very well together. Like,
yeah, we have our strengths.
Yeah,
like I like that kind of thing. You don't.
Right. and I can move things. I think everything else is kind of repetitive. Most people just wanted to know how we met. We answered that. The cat is out of the bag.
Yeah, I did not slide into the DMs.
Did not.
I was not a fan.
A lot of people ask, like, they thought I slid into your DMs.
Oh.
I don't know if I suggested that. Oh, look at you. Follow her, you know, give her some followers. But yeah, that's about it. Anything else that we want to share with the rich homies? I think that about covers it. That answers a lot. If you have any other follow-up questions, should we do more couples Q&As? This is easy to shoot. We could do one a month. We'll see what they say in the comments down below, but they should really like the video, don't you think? Mm-hmm. Actually, one second. Make sure that you use Travis at PEscience.com, because I don't know if they know this, but TJ, Travis Jr., has got to come along sometime, and he's going to need some diapers, right?
That's right.
So use Travis at PEscience.com. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to watch.
You could have been doing anything.
Anything in the entire world.
And you chose
to spend a few minutes
with us.
Man, you're natural. Thank you all so much for taking the time. We really appreciate it, and we will look forward to talking to you guys in the next video.